You may well have driven along a road like this one in Maida Vale in Western Australia. In fact, you've driven along so many times you just haven't noticed what's behind the fences. Today I want to take you behind one of those fences. I want to introduce you to Tom Hogg. Tom bought this property in 2000 and since then he began a process of transformation, transforming it from a block that was untidy and overgrown into something that's quite extraordinary. Come and meet Tom Hogg.
Yeah, well, when I first bought the property, there was no rocks on the property at all. So I was buying 10-ton loads of granite rock to come down from York, and I did that for a long time. And I was going all over Perth, picking up what was people's rubbish, but what I really needed. So I was rocks and pavers and anything that I could use in building all the walls and all the terracing. So there's well over 2,000 tonne of rock. I've worn out about 6 wheelbarrows. I'm on my 3rd cement mixer, but I've done it all myself, and it's all mostly been done. Well, it's all been done by hand. Yeah, well, this is beautiful Poison Gully Creek. And when I first came here, Rob, it was very wild. As I say, this was all full of wild bamboo, wild blackberry, and of course all the water used to get strangled. So I've cleared all that, and I got rid of that, and now it's beautiful. Well, the name of the garden, Rob, is Romancing the Stone Garden, and a lot of people would have seen the film Romancing the Stone, which is Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. So I thought, well, there's a lot of romance in this garden, there's also a lot of stone. All the time I've been developing the garden, I've always had 3 things in mind: romance, fragrance, and the sound of running water. Well, Rob, when I first went to England, I fell in love with their beautiful English stone bridges. So I thought, when I come home, I've got to build a stone bridge. So it's now become the central focal point of the garden. So you've got the stone bridge that you walk over, and that goes on to all other parts of the garden. And then I've also built this lovely waterfall here, which it cascades down over 5 fish ponds and then recirculates. That's got nothing to do with the creek, that's all man-made. But it makes a beautiful feature. I don't think there's anything more therapeutic than the sound of running water. My eldest daughter, Shelley, is an opera singer in Vienna. She's been with the opera company for 30 years now. And I thought how lovely it would be to have an outside amphitheatre where entertainers could come here and we could have charity concerts. And at this stage we've had 52 charity concerts. In total, I've opened the garden for the Amanda Young Foundation for 17 years every year, and we've had 52 concerts, and it's raised a total of $415,000, which has been given to the various charities. I got the idea, I listened to a radio announcer. He'd been up to Lancelot and his wife one weekend, and they noticed all these blue trees, dead trees painted blue. People with depression, how important it is that they have to open up and talk about it, rather than, particularly men, they hold it within and they've always got that problem. So that was the reason why they painted the trees blue. So I said, well, that would be wonderful. I've got a couple of dead trees here and I can just help spread the message. I'm 81 years old and I'm not going to last forever, and I've always thought that I want people to enjoy this garden long after I'm gone.
You've just heard the story of a man and his garden, and it's the story of a dream that's come true. A dream of a place of romance, fragrance, and the sound of running water.